Hello and welcome back to Purus Java tutorials. In this session, we are going to cover the interfaces which are used to sort the classes or the objects in a collection. So that is called the object ordering. In the earlier session, we had seen that we can put any numbers or strings into the list and then we can sort the set or we can sort the list. Let's say you have your own class. For example, here I have taken the employee class, right? This particular employee class, we want to sort or we want to put in the collection. Let's say there are 100 of employees and you are putting all these employees in a collection and you want to sort them based on their salary or based on their name or based on their age. So like this. So if you want to sort this object, your custom object, you have to do something on that object so that you can sort these objects in the collection. So what are the ways to achieve this sorting for this collection of objects? You need to use either comparable or comparator interface. So these two interface provides a way in which we can compare one employee to the another, and this particular methods which is provided by comparator or comparable interface is used in the collection to sort these employees. So let's go to our IntelliJ and see this example first. So I have created an example here, comparable comparator example, and it has one main method. Also in this particular file, I have declared one more class, that is employee class. Just for the sake, you just think that this is not implementing any interface here. So earlier we know that how to create a class, we can define the class and then we can give some fields and then getter and setter for these fields. Now let's say this employee we will use and create some objects and we want to put in the list. So how you can do that? You have to create employee object. So here I have 4 employee object created and I have set the name, salary, department number, age, etc. in the setter. And then I'm finally putting all these employees into this particular list. So this is a list which is generic type and it takes only employee type. Let's say this particular employee does not implement any of the interface. Here it is comparable. So I just need to comment this out and I will show you how this collection.sort method will not take this kind of list. In this particular statement, we want to sort these employees by some of the fields. So let's say, for example, we want to sort based on their salary. So this is the salary and salary is big decimal type here. So as you will see, this collection.sort, it is taking a list and here it is complaining that this particular employee is not a comparable type. So you have to implement this employee class to an interface called comparable so that you can compare and sort these employees in a list or a collection. So what is this comparable interface? It has one method, that is the compare to method. You need to override it and give the implementation. So what is this compared to? Here I have implemented like this dot salary compared to o dot salary. So that means it is comparing two salaries. This dot salary means the current employee salary to whatever it is passed here. So internally JVM calls this compare to method on the employee object itself and pass one more employee here. So this refers to the object by which it calls the compare to method. So this particular method, compare to method, returns an int based on whether the salary, this particular salary is less than this past salary. If this particular salary is less, then it will return -1. If this salary and this particular salary are equal, then it will return 0. And if this salary is greater than the past salary, then it will return 1. Let's go back. So here this collection.sort uses this compare to method to compare one employee with another. So one employee is referred to the this dot salary and another is the past employee, that is O dot salary here. Okay, so after this particular method, this collection will be sorted based on their salary in natural order. What is natural order? It is increasing order of their employee salary. So let's just try to run this program and see. Okay, so here let's go by statement the sysouts. Employee E1 is E1. So E1 here you are getting the output, and we have a method called dot toString method in the employee. So basically, let's go and see the dot toString method in the employee class. This dot toString method will be called whenever we are trying to print the employee as a string. So if you will not define this, then it won't print like this. It is just a representation of the class how you want to show to the user or in the output. So this dot toString is there in the object class, and you can override this particular dot toString class to represent a object how it should show. Let's go back. Now let's see the second sysout statement. List up employees before sorting. So here I have used the array list and the employees are added sequentially. So what should be the output now in the employee list? It is the order in which they are added. So you will see here the first employee whichever it is added, E1. E1 is Punesh. So Punesh is getting first in the output, and then Abhishek, the second one, and then the third, and then the fourth. So third is Jay and fourth is Mitesh. Here it is third and fourth. So these employee list is getting printed as per their added order. So here after this I call the collection.sort employee list. So what this sort method will do? It will check what is the compared to method we have implemented inside the employee class. So what we have implemented the compare to method, we have implemented to compare the salary. So based on the salary in the collection.sort method, this will get printed. So in the collection.sort method, these employees will get sorted according to their salary in increasing order. And you will see in this particular line after sorting employee list using comparable is this. So first is the lowest salary it will come, then it will print the objects or the employees in the increasing order of their salary. So here it is 2000, 4000, 5000 and then 6000. This is the output after this. Now let's see one more interface, that is a comparator interface. As we know that we can use either comparable or comparator to sort these elements in a collection. So let's go to comparator interface, and this interface has one method, that is compare method, and it takes two arguments instead of one, which is used in the comparable interface. So the difference is here it takes two arguments and here it takes one argument, and the method is here compared to if you are using the comparable interface, and if you are using the comparator interface you have to use the compare method. Let's go back to IntelliJ. So when to use the comparable and when to use the comparator interface. Let's say you have a requirement that you want to sort these employees by multiple fields. Let's say at one time you want to sort by name, in one time you want to sort by age, in one time you want to sort by department number. So that time you have to use the comparator interface, because if you use the comparable interface, it gives only one logic which you can implement. You cannot use multiple logic. So to sort on multiple fields, you have to use the comparator interface. And to implement the comparator interface, you can have separate classes. Let's say this class is used to sort the salary, and this class is used to sort the department number, and this class is used to sort by the age. So there are three different classes which I have written here are used to compare different fields. Let's try to see the employee department comparator here. Let me just comment this out. I will come to this later. I need to uncomment this one. Okay, here I have used employee department comparator. So this collection.sort takes two arguments. One is your list or the collection, and the second is the comparator implementation. By which comparator implementation you want to sort this employee, that particular argument. So this employee department comparator, what it uses? It uses to compare the department number, and then it sorts by the department. It takes two employees to compare each other. So integer.compare. Here you will see the wrapper class integer. There is a method called compare. Since it uses the comparable interface, this particular integer, right? If you see here, integer is implementing the comparable interface, and it has a compare method which you can utilize in this particular return statement to compare two department numbers. Now I have implemented like this. So this will sort the employees in their department number in the ascending order. So let's see the output of this particular statements here in the console after sorting employee list using the department comparator. So here you will see after sorting employee list using the department comparator, it is printing based on their department. Let's say for the first one, department number 5. So what are all department number we have set? We have set 5, 10, 6, these three. So which one should come first? If we are going in the ascending order of department, it will print the department number 5. So it is printing Punesh first, and then the sixth department number employee, and then it is printing the employee named Che who belongs to same department number 6, and finally the 10th department number employee. So this particular list is sorted based on their department number. Likewise, I had used the salary comparator to print this employees using the salary comparator implementation. Okay, now let's come to this part. Let's just comment this out. Okay, here I have used comparator.comparing method, and this is called the method reference operator, which I can refer this particular get department number method by using the employee class. So here I can pass in the comparing method, you use this get department number. So what this will return? This particular statement returns the highlighted one. It returns one comparator, that is department comparator itself. So instead of creating your own comparator classes, you can use the JDK 1.8 feature to get a comparator out of this particular method. Let's say you want to use here, instead of this custom salary comparator, you want to use this particular feature. Then how you need to do? You need to use comparator.comparing employee, then double colon, and then get salary. Like that you can use. This is JDK 1.8 feature. Also in the comparator class, here I have used the reverse one. So here we had used the department comparator, and you can see that we are comparing E1.department number to E2.department number. If this particular sequence you are following, then your output will come in a increment order. Let's say you will just change the sequence like the reverse one, which I had used here in the salary. This you will get the output, the salary, in a descending order. So this is one more reason to use the comparator. You can use the comparator where you want to use a sorting apart from your natural order. So this is a descending order which I want to use. So this particular salary comparator, it is using the descending order. If you'll see here, the salary comparator we are using, first salary is 6,000, then it will go on decreasing. Next is 5,000, next is 4,000, and the next one is 2,000. Okay, let's go back here and let's talk about then comparing method of comparator interface. Let's say for example, if two employees have the same age, then it will compare using the salary. So this multi-comparator we have used here, collection.sort multi-comparator. First it will check the age and then the salary. So here the output will be, after sorting employee list using multi-comparator, is first it will compare the age. So age will be in sorting order, increasing order. So here 23 age, and then next is again 23, the same age, 32, and then 37. So age you are seeing here increasing order. And after comparing the age, it also compares the salary. So here you will see the age are same, 23, 23. But after that it compares the salary also. So here 2000 and here it is 5000. So this is the usage of comparator.comparing method and then comparing method. I hope this is clear. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned.